All right, let's take three. Yeah, apparently some sound issues. Sorry about that. This is Joe's live screen. You can't go back and fix stuff. My name's Dan. This is Alvat Novus. We make maps here, and usually we make campaign maps with chat. It's a map that's everybody's free to use whatever they want, as long as they promise to be nice with it. Today, with requests from emails and also with additional requests from some people online, they've asked for just kind of a quick rundown on Wonderdraft. This channel has never been sponsored by Wonderdraft. This is not a promotional thing or anything. This is just software that I found is really easy to use. One of our missions here with Alva Novus is enrichment through enrichment through entertainment and education. This is one heck of a way to do it. Let's go get started with Wonderdraft. Well, again, I messed up there, so that's whoops. Sorry about that. Really good way to start off stream there. So let's go ahead and chat back up in line. I will answer questions in the chat. This is Wonderdraft splash screen. You can grab Wonderdraft. Let me find it. If it will let me, I guess not. Okay, this is Wonderdraft. You can get it at wonderdraft.net. It's a one-time payment. Yeah, pretty easy to run, pretty easy to use. $30 and you're good to go. You can also customize assets it comes with. Anything I use in the stream will be the default assets for Wonderdraft. You can also go online and pay for stuff. So let's go ahead and open Wonderdraft. When you open Wonderdraft, you will find this cute little corgi splooted and this screen. First off, the screen shows you this version number, very important. There are frequent releases. Releases, to be 100% honest, have slowed down. I'll always give you my honest opinion and not a fluffy version of Wonderdraft or anything else. It does have its limitations, but its abilities far exceeds those limitations. So first thing, check out your version number. If it's out of date, you'll have this little thing right here that says click here. I'll take you to where you got it so you can update it. A current version of Wonderdraft is 1.1.82. That came out about May, June 2024. As of today, November 26th, that is the current version. So when we get to this screen, let's go ahead and look at some of the options. We have a menu, new, open, and help. A new map, of course, will create a new map, and open will create a previous, will let you open previous map. Help will throw you to some online documentation. There's also a menu here. So let's go ahead and first off, look at the menu. Pretty explanatory on what everything does. So menu, we have a couple options. We have open recent, save as, change map size, create detailed map. All that very important. That's not for this video, but just really quick, you can change the size of your map. You can also create a detailed map, zoom in on sections of your map to make a bigger map. Very cool, very nice, so wow. We also have the preferences, open user folder, online manuals, community links. There's a premium art pack available by the developer, just a way you can support Wonderdraft. I have those, they're really cool, I like that. We won't be going over extract map data or repackage map data just because it's not really beginner friendly. What we're just going to focus on today is making a random campaign map. We'll get to how we're going to do that. Something else really quick to point out, I am wanting to go over this. We do have a open user folder. Very important. Keep that in mind, because if you want to add stuff, there's a video on this channel to show you how to do that. Just be aware that that can be a little bit tricky. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. First of all, I'm going to hit new. This is our new map. It lets us set where things are and how big things are and what kind of things it's going to look like and template. Let's go over this. We have width, height. That's cool. I usually just use one of these templates. Templates allow you to quickly create pretty much anything you want. I do like using the 40K Ultra HD resolution. This little theme of adventures, you have a bunch of stuff like that. We'll go over that in a second. Right now, though, I'm going to turn off some custom assets because I only want to use assets that come with Wonderdraft. So we're at our HD. We're ready to go. Settings. We're going to go with theme adventure, and I'll show you what adventure does really quick. We'll go for themes first. It's going to load everything up. If you have a lot of custom stuff, it might take a little bit of time. Okay, this is the initial splash page for Wonderdraft. Up here on the top left, of course, you again have your menu and everything else. New, open, save, import, export, theme, assets, and help. The import and export we'll go over in another video. Import basically takes in a height map and creates a landform from that. Export, just you can export your map, 2-time upscale, multiplane. I'll explain that later, height map and stuff like that. So please be aware of that. Really fun to do. All right, so let's go over what's in this menu. First of all, if I'm in a menu and touch one of these different sections of the menu, over on the right over here, you'll see a couple of different bars. The star one is anytime you see a star in Wonderdraft that says, hey, I'm going to change the look of something. If you see a slider, this is going to change the values presented in the menu. Pretty easy. You'll get used to that really quick. But this channel is also all about, mess around and find out. So first one's water. If you want water, you click here. Gives you all your water options. Land there, paths there. You can put different border paths or anything else in Wonderdraft. Symbols, regions, labels, overlays, etc. First of all, though, a little control thing. If I hold the middle mouse button, I can move the canvas around. Okay. If I hit control and zoom in with the mouse button, zoom out with the mouse button. So your middle mouse button pretty much does everything. That's pretty much all you need. Your left mouse button draws or adds stuff. And your right mouse button does pretty much nothing. Okay. Let's go ahead and get started. First thing we're going to need for a campaign map, we're going to need water and we're going to need a land. I'm going to explain something here really quick to help you guys understand the power of Wonderdraft. So I click on my land. This is my land brush. And here's what it looks like. I can adjust the default colors. We're not going to worry about that. We are going to worry about the little slider thing. Our first brush allows us a big brush of a map or a small detailed one. Anything like that you want. The next one is a eraser brush. So let's say I make something like, let's make this really big. That, and I don't like it. This will erase everything. Yay. I'll go over to this little button, this little crystal ball here in a second. Now I have raise land, and raise land actually creates a random height map that slowly rises out of the ocean. As such, you can control the roughness and size of that. This is really fun when you're detailing coastlines. I use this all the time. All right, and this next button, it says down, it says lower landmass. It does just the opposite. It lowers your height map. The next thing we have, let's get some additional land for this next thing. We have our brush, our color brush. Now, Wonderdraft, one of its things that I kind of don't like is how it uses colors. It uses a very pastel system of colors. That's okay, but sometimes that causes problems. But right now, if I'm just using the brush, I can color stuff like that. Colors, choose another color like that. I can blend them, opacity, different types of brushes and stuff like that. Pretty easy. Something on this that for the brushes that you will find invaluable is these two buttons. We have a button called filter, and we have a button, fill and filter. Okay. What this lets us do is color individual elements. Let's say I want just the ground to be colored. I just click on my color and hit fill. If I want my symbols to be colored a certain way, or my trees to be colored a certain way, I'll click on those and just hit fill. Just keep that in mind. And as we go, I'll explain. If you want to follow along, that'd be cool too. So let's go back to our land. Let's go ahead and erase all our colors. Just a quick note, if you don't want manual colors. If you have any type of color on your map and you erase your map like that, if you bring land back in, it will be the same color that you left it. Please be aware of it. That is one of the kind of disadvantages of Wonderdraft. Let's see if I have all this kind of color and I erase it. And then I add more land. Oh, it's back there. So the color layer is all on its own. So make sure if you get rid of land, you go to your brush, go to erase, and you fill, gets rid of everything. And let's go ahead and let me explain another button. I click my eraser right there. I go up to the size. I usually draw big, edit slow. This is a landmass wizard. It lets you generate pretty much anything you'd like. So let's equatorial, stuff like that. Well, funny. And that. It does give you kind of it does take landmass projection on curves into account. You want to do that, just add whatever. That's awesome. Really fast and easy if you're doing anything like that. So we're just going to go back in time and get rid of all this mess. I can't take that phone call. Sorry about that, folks. All right, next thing we're going to do is we are going to paths. Again, you can make roads and kingdom borders and stuff like that. Next thing is we have symbols. Wonderdraft comes with a whole ton of symbols. Some of them are limited, some are not my favorite, some are pretty cool, but regardless, there is a lot of stuff for you to do. A lot of pages. The city symbols and ruins are really good. I really like those. The things I kind of don't like are the the tree symbols and stuff like that. Next thing under that is our mountains. Some fun mountains and stuff. I have my preferences, but they're pretty cool. You just click, drag. Oops. Forgot we're really big. So you just click, drag, and they randomly show up. So yay. Okay. Control Z to get out of that. Again, control and zoom out. Eraser in the symbols. Let's say I have a bunch of symbols and I'm like, oh, I don't like that. The erase in the symbols will only erase the symbols, like the erase in the land will only erase land. Just good to keep in mind. Selection, let's say I have a bunch of symbols. Let's say I have a bunch of trees. I can hit the select button, slide, do whatever I want with them. We won't get into layer screens. That's for another time. Suffice it to say, we are going to keep everything on one layer. You can put stuff on different layers, but well, for this tutorial, we're not going to worry about. Today, to help you guys show how I make maps, we are going to do, let me find it. We're going to create a random map. To do this, I have the yield wheel random name picker. I'm going to turn off desktop audio, otherwise it's going to blow your eardrums out. The first thing we're going to do is we are going to find kind of what biome this random map is. So let's go ahead and start. Okay, oh steep. We're doing steeps. First one is steep. I usually do 3 of these, just writing that down. And let's try this again. Humid subtropical. Okay. And now we'll do our last one. Oh, we don't want steep, so we'll do that again. I don't want to erase these because they're kind of a pain. Oh, looks like we were doing desert. Cool. We'll go steep, some cliff stuff. All right. Next thing we're going to find out is some features of the land. We're going to choose 3 of these real quick. So we have steeps, cliffs, humid subtropicals like Florida, well, Georgia, and then we're going to have deserts. We're going to have geysers. This map will fill geysers. Let's grab another one. Deltas. I like deltas. Oh, volcanoes. Oh, no, beaches. Sorry, guys. I know everybody loves volcanoes. Okay, we'll get rid of that. Now we're going to, since this is a campaign map, there is a theme to this, and that will modify how we decorate this map. So we're just going to choose one of these. Grim Dark Fantasy. Fun. And now, again, we're going to see what the For this map, we're going to kind of see the theme of the campaigns that are made in it. This is just an option. I'm just doing this for grins and giggles. Yes, Rebellion and Revolution. Awesome. So we got a bad empire. Okay, we're going to close that up. We're going to put that down, and we are going to get started. First thing we're going to do, I'm going to draw some land here, because we are going to look at the different themes. We want, you see, right there, I didn't erase my color. That was bad. That was bad. Yeah, my move. I hit the brush. I create some land. We're going to use the theme up here at the top. We have a theme button that brings this up, and it has a couple of different themes. This one here, for some reason, it didn't turn off when I turned it off. That's a free theme. I'll link that in the description below. I like that one. But let's go ahead and look at some of these themes and get an idea. Again, we're going for Grimdark Revolution. Black and white. Not feeling it. That's kind of dark. I really like Eastward for that. We'll come back to that. This is feudal. Okay. If we zoom in on this, most of the waves are kind of, that, I forget the name of that art style. Imagination's actually kind of one of my favorites. Imagination Land. Asian inspired map. What's up? Okay, we'll do Asian apocalyptical grimdark fantasy. That's kind of interesting. Is it okay if I do that right now, Crusader? Alton Crusader? Asian grimdark fantasy. Okay, there's lots of paper. Pastel. Pastel's actually pretty good. That's kind of interesting. That's kind of interesting. We'll come back to pastel. Terra. Warren's kind of cool too. So I'm thinking either eastward, or I'm thinking Terra, because we not Terra, excuse me. Was it pastel? Yeah, pastel or eastward. Does anyone have a preference on that in chat? I'm going to start on eastward, unless someone wants something else, and we'll just go from there. Okay, so let's go back to what we need. We have, first of all, let's apply that and close that. Again, a really fun little thing to do with Wonderdraft. We're going to get rid of all this. Again, I'm in the land tab. I go down to erase and erase everything. I click on the brush to start creating stuff. So we know that we have beaches, we have deltas, and we have geysers. So our deltas, let's go over and 1, 2, 3, 4. Do I have a dice roller online? Let me see if I do. All right, we'll go with the D4. Ignore that guy. This area up here, this will be 1, 2. Let's actually make something readable. 2, 3, 4. We're gonna find out where our steeps are. Let's go ahead. You know what? Let's do a little bigger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bring in the dice roller. Woo! Okay, our steeps are going to be on area 4. So our steeps are going to be right here. Let's see where our geysers are going to be. That's going to be 1. So steeps here, geysers, right there. Our final feature is our beaches. And if I get a double, and that is a 4, so oops, that's a 4. So we're going to roll the, you know what? We're going to keep them there. We're going to put our beaches down here. All right, let's find out. Since we have steeps, deserts, and humid subtropical. All right. So let's go with, I'm going to kind of make an executive call. Our steeps are up here. Oh, wait, geysers, deltas, and beaches. So deltas will be down here. Steeps are here. And let's say our wind, something I like to do is figuring out where the wind goes all the time. Let's say our wind's going this way. That's going to come back to us here. And let's go ahead and let's get started. Hey, Virtual Winter, how are you? Thanks for being here. Eastwood, okay, we're doing Eastwood. Thank you. Again, everything is live. I love our little community, and everything we use is free for you to use once it's done. So we have steeps down here. You know what? Let me make some notes, otherwise I'm going to forget. Steeps. We have beaches down there, and we also have geysers up on 1. Okay. Very cool. So let's go ahead and start this. Let's get rid of everything. Now, if we have beaches, that denotes that we have a river or something. So if we put our steeps like, I don't know, maybe in this area, maybe they come up all the way up here like that. That sounds fun. Yeah, this is going to be a little bit of a speed run. I only got like half it. Well, I'm going to give myself a little more time. And who knows, I might just change the... All right, so this area is going to be our steeps. And we're going to have beaches down here. Now, that didn't say a beach. That said beaches. So let's go ahead. I'm going to use... Let's say maybe... We also have a delta, except maybe we'll have the delta come out over here, and then we have beaches here. That's going to kind of frame our map pretty good for us. I'm hitting the draw. I'm hitting the size. And I'm just making land. I'm just making land really big as it can get. Now then, I'm going to, because we're framing stuff, and I believe in the law of threes, meaning that you can divide your map into 3 parts, and those 3 parts tell a story. The first story we have is the steeps and the beaches. The next story we have is those geysers. And you know what? Let's make some more. Let's say this is this goes down to a peninsula, because I just threw that together at the last second. And for grins and giggles, because everybody loves islands, and even though I forget to add anything to the islands, we'll just kind of put some there. Now again, with Wonderdraft, it's really easy, and this goes for any map I make, either professional, contract, or anything like that. I will always start really big and then end really small. So let's go ahead and let's focus on our beaches down here. I'm holding control and zooming in. Okay, we're down with our beaches, and I want to use, let's use this brush, our raise land brush, raise land mask tool, but I'm going to turn the roughness all the way down, and we're just going to kind of make some very chill beaches. Okay, there's a couple of options. A China-like map with a large landmass, Japanese like with the island, and very mountainous and snowy like India. You know what? Let's do all of that. So we have the large landmass here. We have our kind of a, you know, Japan Peninsula kind of inspired thing, and we have a large landmass. We'll talk about scale in a little bit, maybe not for this video because we're going to just kind of hustle on this one. Kind of come back here and hit these beaches areas. Now I'm thinking we have some, you know, some nice big peninsulas, maybe some atolls. Maybe this is like kind of a hangout for the piratey folks. And let's actually kind of make this, let's kind of make this more of a pronounced peninsula. Just going to take away some land from there and maybe move it up here. That's kind of fun. Everybody cool on beaches there? We'll do our beaches like that. Probably going to get rid of that. This will be the only time we do beaches because it's kind of a, all your coastlines have beaches. All right, but this is also where, you know what, let's put our delta up here instead. We will put a delta up here. We'll get to that a little bit later. What I'm now going to do, I'm going to start editing these land masses. This definitely takes the most time. A little bit bigger. So go bigger. What I'm doing now is I'm taking my brush and just kind of filling in everything. Because we're working at the highest resolution, this might take just a little. This is probably going to be the longest part of making the map. So if you're bored easy, go ahead and fast forward. Alton. And also what should we do to the large empire? Would be Mongols, large empire shattering smaller structures. A dynasties, a large mandate of heaven, which is shattered. We're going apocalyptic here. So I'm thinking with kind of the theme, and definitely jump in if you want something else. With apocalyptic, civilization is hosed. So I think everything's kind of shattered, everything's kind of messed up. We do have the theme, though, of fighting for freedom against an empire, or fighting for freedom. Maybe we have a warlord, or maybe it's the vestige. What do you guys think? Maybe it's the vestige of a government or structure that remained after all these shenanigans happened. Any preferences there, guys? And as I wait for you to guys get to back to me. I'm going to work on the Japanese area. Japanese like, oh goodness, I'm getting all kinds of notifications. I am sorry about that, guys, if you can hear the phone over the sound. And also sorry about the crappy mic. I lost mine. My good one is in storage someplace. I'm going to turn the roughness down on that. There we go. That feels a lot, not so nasty. Nasty. There we are. We're just kind of gunning along the coast, kind of roughing this area up. All right. Zombie, hey, how you doing, man? Or ma'am? I don't know. Zombie Badger, good to see you again. Thank you so much for being here. It's been a long time. How are you? Been like 2 years almost. This and let's are kind of really taking focus on the land, so we're gonna chew these up a little. Let's grab this and we're gonna just kind of, because we want the land to be big, and when we have islands like this, it has a bad tendency to pull focus. I'm just going to cut these up. I'm going to make a lot of little islands here. What do you guys think? Should anything yet? Yes. Okay. This is a random mat zombie, and earlier I just grabbed all these wheel things. I just made a bunch of wheels and just rolled on whatever we got, and whatever we landed on is good to go. The features we have for this map is we have geysers, and we determined their, you know what, I'll just paint them really quick. Geysers are, this is where our geysers are. Then we have beaches, which denotes a lot of coastline here. And then we have a delta over here. The themes for this are, this is for a grim dark fantasy, Asian styled, with rebellion and revolution. So whatever was left in the apocalypse, and I think that's a really good question to answer right now. What happened with the apocalypse? Any ideas, guys? Again, think Asian. Did we have like monsters? Did it all heck break loose? What is your thoughts, feels, or concerns? Okay, let's gonna kind of make these a little bit less rough. I like the really strong shapes. And again, I'm not using stylus, I'm only using mouse. Wonderdraft is really easy. Let's lower the roughness here. There we go. That feels a lot. Yeah, I like that. I like that a little bit. If this is that big, we're not going to see very distinct shorelines. So more of a smooth outline is probably going to be our key. Okay. Yep. Just random as heck. We'll get some mythology. We're talking gods and stuff like that. Usually in stuff like this, there's an apocalypse, like a god died or something like that. What if, okay, no, go with me here. What if a god came back? Or a new god like revealed itself, and we're having a little bit of issues with that. I'm gonna make this more in line. Right now I'm not. Also, if you use your mouse wheel, it will increase the size of the brush you're using, whatever brush you got. Kind of our island chain. Let me know if you guys like this or not like this. I'm kind of not feeling this. Let's start over. Let's start over there. There we go. Let's start right over here. We have kind of this island. Let's have this as, let's make another peninsula. One of the themes of this map, one of the themes of this map is beaches. We'll create something like that right. Increase our size with our middle mouse wheel. All right. Let's kind of bring this area down. Get rid of that roughness. That was a mistake on my part. Okay, let's start making an island chain. We'll start here. Izanami? I believe so, but we probably shouldn't use real deities' names. So let's do kind of a play on that. Okay, goddess. Let's do a goddess. Now, if she's attracting people to her, she, he, or whatever it wants to be, um, if it's attracting people, oh, look what we're doing here. We've got our first island. Is that working? Yeah, that kind of works. Let's sweep these islands up. They're kind of pointing this. We're just going to use our other brush instead of the raise and just kind of create stuff again. Make big, edit slow, and we'll just kind of make the island come up. There we go. That kind of, we have a kind of an inland there and another ocean there. I think I like that. Kind of make this a little bit more interesting by adding shape and size. Let's go ahead and we'll now kind of rough it up just a little bit. Cut our mask back. If we cut too much, we'll raise it again. And again, I'm just going willy-nilly, just whatever you feel like. This is our map. Okay, Apoxa Asian setting. I think tsunami. Ooh, that'd be cool. Question. Okay, not that I'm a 40K fan or anything. We talked about apocalypse. What if we had the birth of a god that's caused all kinds of craziness? And is the birth of this goddess, I guess we're doing a goddess, unless you guys want to do something else. Is the birth of this goddess, is that what created all the shenanigans and the apocalypse? And what if that goddess is a good guy and she's inspiring people to rebel against the old empire that's barely hanging? That'd be kind of fun. What do you guys think? And in a campaign, you know, questions could arise. Is this goddess doing stuff for us? Is this for her? Does she have ulterior motives? You know, that kind of shenanigans. You know what? Let's kind of link these really close together here. Not too close. Bring our eraser in really small. Middle mouse button, do that. There we go. Real small. Now, if you notice when I'm drawing, you get these little, this part of the theme, it actually adds color and some texture to brains. I'm not 100% sold on the islands because it's me, and I'm very much, very pedantic when it comes to how things look. So we'll get back to that. I like that a little bit better. Let's really cut this guy up. Don't want twos. We always want to do in ones and threes. That, a little that. Let's add some lakes and crap. And maybe we'll just do another big island here. Kind of like that when these, you know, I don't want to say pull rank or anything, but not rank. Not one of those. I guess designer's choice. We're getting there. I don't know if I like it yet, but we'll get there. I'm not. I mean, hey, maybe we have another one down here. Check that out. Okay, now I'm liking it because we got a whole island chain of these things. So that means we got a hot spot right here in the Earth's crust, and we got some volcanic action going. And if this area is smashing up into this plate, that explains where our steeps are and why we have geysers. Either a hot spot or we got some plates mashing together. Okay, let me see that chat. Oh, demon from Asian myth Onai. Ooh, master the balance, world order. Okay, so let's edit that. Let's have, okay, someone mentioned Onai. We've got a goddess. What if the Onai were the ones that emerged from the world, causing earthquakes and tsunamis? Now, let's go ahead and chat and let's vote. Oh, wow. Mountain Crusader. Dang, dude. I'm copying that. I hope you don't mind. No, no, go away, flowchart. I'm not working right now. Well, sort of. This is what I do for fun and relaxation. All right. I will actually start making a list. Usually when we do stuff in chat, if you're new here, I will copy and paste the chat into a little document so everybody knows. Everybody has the lore made by chat. Sorry, I just saw this and I'm dying inside. I gotta do this. We got these blocky islands. I hate blocky islands. Okay. But Malta has created the name for land in Lebex. Taihara. Taihara, once united under divine stars, lies broken by a dark curse. Foreign lands, vengeful spirits, and corrupt rulers define a grim world where survival demands sacrifice and hope is fleeting. Oh, that is metal. Now let's add the Onai into that. So we had a really rough land in the first place. And let's say the Onai came, and when they bursted out or escaped from their prison, messed up the balance. And okay, here's the thing: are the Onai good or are they bad? Okay, so vote now, guys. Onai good or bad? If they're bad, they've been in charge of the world, or we have good Onai. I don't know. What's your thoughts? Doing the Legend of the Five Rings here with the Naga coming back. Kind of don't like. Well, your vote. I'm going to try to fix this because it's driving me crazy. I might have to change this to a couple hours. Okay, I've got a good. They are baddies. So the Onai have they? I guess they've been kind of maybe. Okay, maybe check this out. Check this out. What if they have kind of monopolized the magic of the world, and no one can practice magic without them, with them, or something like that? And maybe they had followers like I don't know, Templars or priests that would kind of pseudo worship them and they'd give them magic. But we had suddenly a prison break by a goddess, and that goddess brought magic into the world so the humans can use. And they're starting to figure it out, starting to figure what's going on and how it's made. What do you guys think of that? That work for peeps? Okay, we got bad Onai. Ooh, scary bad. All right, so we got kind of our islands. I'll come back to this because they're really ticking me off and I'm being weird. But you know what? Let's just get rid of. Let's get rid of that and make small islands. I think that's the thing that's getting me. I think that's the thing that I don't like. We'll just make a bunch of small islands here. That works. Feel better about that in the morning. There we go. All right. We'll come back to that. Diseases and attacks. Yeah, there's a lot of that in there. Okay, one of the features we had was the steeps. And steeps are usually elevated parts of land. So we're going to just whip out the symbols right now. Because in the default version of Wonderdraft, we do have symbols. Now, to use the symbols, there's a couple of really cool things you can do. Let's say I put this steep down. I can actually change colors of some of the symbols. If they're colored, like pre-colored, you can't. But if they're like, let me find a good. Some of you can do this, some symbols you can't. It just kind of depends on what's there. If you notice, I'm kind of changing some of the colors in the symbols. That's really fun to do. Like if I put this down, I would have something like that. Just something cool. I really like that. We also have rotations and stuff like and outlines and stuff like that. Let's go ahead and throw down these steeps really quick. I'm going to control the scale. We don't want these too big. We don't want these too small. So let's go half and half. Let's go with 50, size 50. And now I'm going to lock the symbol scale. Very important. That's a little too small. You don't want to go too nuts. That's a little bit. Yeah, that shows up good. Okay. Let's go ahead and get rid of that guy. We're back in our symbols. We're now back in our symbols. And I'm actually going to start, since our steeps are going this way, I'm going to, let's see here. We're going to rotate our symbols. That's what this guy does. I'm going to rotate them now 100 and not 180. So that, yeah, maybe we'll just use these. Okay. Mirror symbols. Mirror symbols really useful. We are just going to start throwing down. Mirror this one. If there is a. Start with our steeps up here. kind of plateauy things. We want this to kind of go. We're going to use these to create. I'm just throwing these down willy-nilly. Try not to repeat stuff because reasons. And I'm just pretty much connecting the dots. Oh, let's put one there and one there, and then kind of come up here with this. Maybe we'll put that there. All right. Mythology earthquakes. We have, and again, I'll put this down as Malta. Very much for that. And Zombie Badger would like a giant skeleton. Okay. Oh, that'd be so cool. What if it's like a god that kind of roams around, kind of like old Dark Sun? That's kind of creepy. I like that. All right. Okay. Back to symbols. This is going to take a little bit of while to get these steeps in, but once they're done, I will be happy. You will be happy. And everybody will be happy. And then there'll be world peace. Then we'll all check. We don't want this guy. That's too noticeable. Unless we really modify the crap out of it like this. No, it's still too noticeable. So we're trying to avoid shapes that will unmirror this guy. Put that here. Guy here. And again, now that I'm trying to pitch it to you, all these shapes are available in the default version of Wonderdraft. There. And then we're going to do the next tier. Actually, we're going to keep that. Time is limited on this one. Actually, no. I'm going to take time. My channel, my rules. I'm horrible. All right. I'll just change the title to map in kinda an hour. I used to do this for Wonderdraft. Not Wonderdraft, but Art Rage. I need to do some more videos. I do have one coming right now with Art Rage that we had a couple of requests for really big maps in Art Rage, and I think I want to fire that back up. Also with that, I am starting to explore ways to do 3D continents. I forget his name, and I'm a horrible person for it. There's a channel online, and I've linked to it before. Yeah, this guy does so much cool stuff. All these 3D maps in like Gaia and Blender and other things like that. Highly recommend his channel. He seems like a really nice guy. I haven't talked to him directly, but I love his work, and I would really encourage people to check that out. Okay, how are we doing there? Those seem like really big steeps and stuff like that. We're going to do something a little weird. This is a good thing to learn in Wonderdraft. We are going to get our symbols all in place here. And oh my gosh, my phone is ringing off the hook. That's okay. All right. So let's say we have this and we really like it, but we're like, geez, that's too big. Or like, Dan, you're making things bigger than, Mount Olympus on Mars. And I would agree with you. These are pretty freaking big. Okay. Called God. Made of dead people on the. Ooh. Zombie, if I look this up online, is it going to be safe for work? Pretty big. Oh, that'd be really cool if they're silent. If that makes any sense. Just quiet until they eat someone, they start screaming or when they attack. Malta, what about the steeps that are group nomadic Nagalutu? They formed Canaanites and are fighting back against the Onai to preserve their culture and uphold the god and stuff. cool. Maybe that's one side of the rebellion, and like in the Japan area, we will put, and again, your notes. Okay, get that out of there. Okay, back to a quote quote tutorial, which is turning into a campaign map and just might change the entire course of this stream. That's okay. If we ever do a chat by campaign map by chat, I will never monetize. Yes, I can monetize this channel, but if you guys are giving ideas, I will not. A bunch of different pieces. Okay. I have no idea. Pahanate. Pahanate? I'll put that in Malta. Into your notes section. Okay. We do have the sorcerers, though. Who said the sorcerers? Where is it? Guys, help me out here. Who said sorcerers? Sorcerers were goodbye. I want to make sure you get credit for that. I saw that. I don't know where it was. Oh, there it is. It's Malta again. Wow, Malta. We're going to name this place after you. Thank you. Again, Zombie Badger. Okay, we're here. Really quick tutorial thing. If I've made shapes, if I don't like my shapes, I can go and click on the selection, select my shapes, and then I can, if I hold the mouse button, just the mouse button, I can either make them big or make them small. If I make them small, though, that's kind of neat. If I make them small, I'll have to move them, but that's okay. I don't want to move all those. We're going to keep these freaking huge. But to do that, since I'm not necessarily lazy, but a little push for time, I'm trying to do this in an hour, and I've only got like, from when I started the map, let's say that. Let's go with that. We'll just go with that. So we are going to fudge this a little bit, and we are going to make this bigger by adding additional details. So I'm just grabbing stuff and throwing it in like this. And like that. See how that's working? Is that it's making him bigger and bigger and bigger? Or maybe this is just one part of the land, that empire. This is going to be kind of a one-shot thing. Usually we'll spend like a couple months doing this, but this is definitely going to be a one-shot thing today. Hope you guys are okay with that. The reason is I'm a little pushed for time. I have a huge project that, well, first of all, I have to get I have to get someone's map done that I promised to. And it's one of our chat members. And I have not been able to fulfill that promise because of other projects. And I really need to get that done. And I also have another big project that I really can't talk about because it's all artsy fartsy, and the author of it didn't want it to get out yet. So that's cool. We're even not going to disclose what I'm doing that. Okay, we got our steeps. We might change those steeps. But we do have some beaches. So let's go ahead and from our steeps, we are going to let's add some mountains. We're going with kind of this theme. That's cool. We'll go. The bottom one's kind of a eastern theme. So we're going to put these. Oh, why did that turn black? I don't like that. Oh, it's probably the I missed a pixel of color. Raise these. I don't know. I think that's a little too big. You know what? Just for the safe side, let's go with my default. I like these mountains here, the penciled mountains. Also, the jagged playful ones are kind of cool. Kind of this. You know what? Let's go with jagged playful. That's kind of fun. We'll do that today. Oh, Alicia, thank you. Alicia, I am doing so good. Alicia's on Twitch, guys. So we have most of our people talking on YouTube. Well, thank you very much. I am good with whatever. I actually do this just for fun and for relaxation. Let's go ahead and throw some mountains in. We're going to leave this open, and I'm thinking since we have a plate tectonic hitting this, creating these islands, we're getting this kind of thing. Now what I'm doing is I'm making the backbone of the mountains. And this backbone represents kind of the spine. Now we don't want this, you know, really subdivided in half. We do have a delta running here though, so we're going to have this kind of thing going. Kind of guide and add water to it. And I still think those steeps are way too big right now. I think we're gonna fix those up here in a second. Let's get the general layout of the land. So we got, you know, some big mountains here. Oh, let's do a pass. Pass. Oh, look at that. Big old pass. Oh, congratulations. Alicia Parkour has. Yeah, I'm on YouTube. Most of my audience is on YouTube right now. So a lot of the chat and a lot of the lore is coming from the people in YouTube. I keep it on Twitch just so it's there. And congratulations, Alicia just completed a degree of game development visual design from the Metropolitan University in Manchester. Holy crap, that is awesome. I'm really in kind of what I'm really working towards right now is to develop the ability to do architectural rendering. So I'm knee deep into Twinmotion, Unreal, Blender, Cinema 3D. That's kind of the quote day job. Now we've got our spines. We've got our spines here. Let's see. What if there's the Aerith mountain-sized skeleton of a fallen god, but over time, forest has grown around the corpses? Sure, we will do that. Let's go ahead. Once I got the spine of the mountain, I'm using the same style, and I'm going to make the little. Those are a little big. They're actually really big. These guys. We'll use these. Okay, I'm going to shrink the size down a little bit to, let's go with about 40. Make sure we lock that because we don't want to change it. And I'm going to come out from the mountains side to side with these little inlets. Well, not inlets, but kind of these arms of the mountains. I'm having a brain fart right now, and I forgot what they're called. Offshoot ranges? I don't know. The adrenaline and the stress is good for me right now. Not really stressed, just kind of oh, I gotta do this. I got 15 minutes. Okay. Well, we'll refine those, but again, little offshoots coming here, and that's going to dictate kind of where our rivers are flowing. Kind of got a very important pass, it looks like right there, guys. Kind of make it craggly. That is a term we use on this channel, is craggly. This craggly is good. And craggly makes us happy. YouTube, yes, it will. Let me get that real quick to you. Don't play a video. Please don't play a video. Yes. All right. There you go, Alicia. Do you see that? Let me actually, can I respond to you directly? Will it let me? All right. I think that worked. I hope it worked. Oh, I put some mountains up there. Okay. And again, craggly little mountains coming off the main ones. Again, if it's too much, we can like take some away. And here, for the sake of it, let's kind of pull some. What do you guys think about mountains up here in these areas? I don't know. I'm almost thinking. Okay, let's save this really quick. Just gonna do the date. I'm thinking we might, with the symbols, get rid of all this kind of stuff. I think let's do that, guys. What do you think of that? I think that's better. Well, thank you. Uh, Let me give you. We just had one of our members, Alicia, get a huge Discord. Let me grab that and invite you to it. Hey, Elfington's. I like Elfington. Yeah. There's the Discord. Happy day. All right, we're back with mountains. Let's go ahead and edit these a little bit. sometimes for some reason, in this recent thing of Wonderdraft, there we go. There's like a really weird lag thing that you can't zoom in. Don't know what's going on with that, but if you switch over to a different, one of these different menus, it kind of ups. We're gonna kind of decrease the craggles up here just a touch, just a little bit. All right. Okay, that's working. That's working. All right, now that we got those in, we're doing rivers. Now, with Wonderdraft, if we go to the water, we have a ton of different things here. We have like, this one is the water, and change the water hue and that and all that. We're going to leave it as is. We can make it darker. The next one is our river paths. Rivers are kind of easy. You start where you want, you do the width, and boom, you have a river. That fast, that easy. We're going to just do that right now. First of all, though, we have a feature we haven't done yet, and that's a delta. So we're going to put the headwaters of that delta up here. And it's just very quick click and a right click. And that's kind of really meandering. So let's knock the roughness out a little. Let's have a look at that. Okay, that's a lot better. We'll do that. So we start the headwaters up here. We're going to come and maybe make a little bit of an oxbow lake. We'll come back here. To set the rivers, you just hit the right click. I lied about that button being worthless. We're going to have all the rivers going up this guy here. Got another river. And another river. Hey, Alice. There we go. Yeah, long story about Avant Novus. I took about a 2-year hiatus because I had to deal with some really nasty health issues. Because I did that, Twitch said, okay, let's put your channel on pause for a while, which is fine. I get that. I forgot the password, and I was going to do another channel that was we just wing stuff, because me and my business partner, and he's also probably my best friend outside my family. He always said we're going to wing it till we lose wing it privileges. All right, we're just making a quick little delta here. And actually, we're doing something different. I don't like that. We're going to erase the land. We're going to go to our brush. We're going to go to as small as we can. We're just going to, we're going to do this thing really quick. That's going to give us a bigger shape to our delta. Add a little bit of a texture. I might get rid of these lines. I kind of don't like those lines. I'm sure you guys have to. So here's our delta. All right, there's our delta. We got beaches, we got delta. Let's go down to our beaches and let's start getting things done here. A little more rivers. Again, for rivers, water, we have the river path. There, just kind of fall. We're gonna have this guy sneak over here. Little sneaky. There we go. Oops, too sneaky. Kind of got overexcited there. That's okay. Selective. A lot of rainfall. Didn't we have deserts? Didn't we get some random deserts here? Let me check. Grimdark Asian geysers, deltas, beaches, Grimdark fantasy, steeps, humid, and desert. We do have desert. Okay, so let's talk about rain shadows really quick. Well, let me get the rest of these. Let's get some more rivers in. And I'm thinking that if we have, there's something called rain shadow. And rain shadow is made when you have very tall mountains, pretty much any raised landform here. And what happens is that landform, the clouds slam into it and they drop their water. Well, that happens, you get a lot more plant growth in those shadows. Where I live, we have a rain shadow on the southwest side of the mountains. And that causes everything to grow on the south side. This is a fantasy map, but if we add realistic elements to our fantasy map, it anchors it in reality, and that's very important. How are we feeling about this giant mountain range? Are we cool with this? Check Discord. Yes, ma'am. For sure. Oh, nice. Glad to have you here. Alicia. Yeah, no, yeah. Remember you. You made a comment. Okay, since we're doing that, let's have on this side where Japan is, we're going to have a lot of forest. On this side, we're going to have kind of desert. So to help us figure that out, we're going to just add some colors here. Again, Wonderdraft, I'm not really a fan of the pastel colors. It looks good, but at the same time, let's see. Are we doing that? Why aren't we doing that? It's because I'm on water, not land. There we go. I'm going to change this one to kind of a, start with kind of a sickly burnt. We're going to need that color. We're going to need kind of darker there. Then we're going to need, okay. So that's a little too red. You have to be kind of very gentle with the colors on Wonderdraft. You see how kind of jarring that is? Okay, that's good. Okay, so first of all, we're just going to fill our desert in. We're just going to do this, just throw it all over the place. I don't think our steeps are deserts. The stream, the channel itself was made a little while ago. We did it for 3D printing and making big models and stuff like that. But I got really sick, and my buddy, my partner, well, my buddy, not partner, that's my wife, but my friend just got totally, completely, and utterly bogged down at work. We're just going to fill this in really quick, kind of a desert. We'll fix this later so it doesn't look so bleh, and vomited all over the screen. Next, we're going to take our green and fill in this area so we know this is our happy green place. That for all that. Oh yeah, I will do that. You should be able to, oh, there we go. There we go. All right. Yeah, if anybody wants to friend me on Discord, please go ahead. Okay, and then we're going to use this color as a neutral color. We're just going to put that right in the middle. And again, we're not going to worry too much about this. We're just kind of figuring out where stuff is. Technically, I got 3 minutes, so this is now turned into Chat Makes Map instead of Dan trying to make a map in 3. Well, maybe. Let's see what we can do. All right, let's go ahead and we are going to do some trees. My favorite tree is this tree right here. The other ones look really good, but they can kind of be a little on the big side. See those? I'd love to use these, but they're just a little too much. So this tree's just fine. Go a little bit bigger. Now, there is a tool that I use. I'm going to have to do this, though. We're going to have to use layer management. Once you're in symbols, you got this little hamburger menu. If you click on it and it says on, that's awesome. And you can lock the layers. I'm going to lock the default layer here. And then for these trees, I select my trees. And I'm going to put the trees on a +1. I'll show you why in a second. This is going to kind of be a little nuts. So I'm putting everything as big as I can. Maybe not that big. And I'm just painting forests. Just vomiting them all over the map. Making them really thick everywhere. Not going to do the islands because that's kind of a pain in the butt to clean up, and then we're going to clean them. All right. So to clean them, we're just going to start with the mountains and kind of follow and kind of reveal where the mountains are, like this. Then same thing here. And this is a rain shadow. And again, this is a real fast and dirty way to add forests. And we'll go back and refine them. And I got our little river buddy, so I'm gonna just kind of, it's kind of like one of those lottery scratch things that you scratch and, but you know, we got forests. Oh, awesome, Alice. I will definitely check out your stream. Right here. But do you see what I'm getting at, guys? I just vomited forest all over the place. We can use that to fill, and I'm now just revealing the different parts of my map. And as you can see, we're actually getting, it's a little on the RNG side, but that's fine. Oh, we got rivers. Well, we got so much stuff here, I kind of cut away all the forest. That's okay. That's just kind of a fun technique you can use. Let's go ahead and we will start adding some more forest. We'll turn our spray brush down and we're just going to fill in these areas. This is our rain shadow. And actually, I'm thinking about it. I think I screwed up. I did screw up. I put it on the wrong layer. So we're going to get rid of the forests. My bad. We want the forests under the mountains. So the mountains poke through. My bad entirely. That's okay. Not going to be able to do this in an hour, but that's fine. Who cares? There's the person that came just for the tutorial. I'm like, I care. And I'm like, I know, I'm sorry. So we're going to first hit the mountains. See how they're poking up there? We'll kind of cut them off. There we go. That's working. We'll cut out the mountains a little bit. Second. Just fast, really easy. This is one of those things that's campaign night. You forgot your book and you need to make a campaign map really quick. Jump on Wonderdraft and throw something together. Also with Wonderdraft, whatever you make is yours. It's not like other software where you have to get like a commercial license or anything like that. You can sell it. I've sent emails to the creator of it and he confirmed you make it, it's yours. Okay, we got forest there. Let's get some more. Now we're going to refine some stuff. We want to see these mountains. We don't want all the forest in the mountains. We want them there though. We want to keep that shape. Guys, if you have a chance and you are on Twitch or you like watching Twitch like I do, we have someone in our chat. Her name is, I believe it's a her, sorry, Alice Parkour. And check her stream out. She does Minecraft, she does Valorant, Destiny. Oh, you do Destiny too, Alice? Oh my, guess what I play? I play me some Destiny. I will maybe throw you an ID. Go kill some stuff. Okay. And I'm just cleaning what I did up here. Maybe clean out some of this. But we kind of get the idea of where the forests are. Just quick, fast, really dirty. And you know, now that I'm not rushing through this, I just might go a little slower. Okay, we're gonna turn off spray paint though. Oh, this is at 50. All right, here we go. I don't think it was at 50. There we go. Okay. Now I'm gonna take my time. I failed at creating a map in an hour, so now I'm just gonna relax and just gonna get this done. I'm gonna give me about a half hour, then I have to run. Now, if you have a copy of Wonderdraft on our Discord, I put all the Wonderdraft files on there. So if you have Wonderdraft, you have everything that I do. I'm not encouraging you. God, I'm like shelling out for Wonderdraft. That's okay. I like it. I do like Incarnate also online. Yeah, we should do something. I've never collaborated with anybody. Billy Hollywood, I did. He's off doing something else recently. I do wish him well. He's a great guy. Yeah, guys. If you have Destiny, I think I'm going to start playing that maybe online. I might not be able to do it this week, Alice, because I'm like super, super, super busy. I have like a very huge project. It's like a career starting project that I have to do that I'm kind of putting off because I want to make maps. All right, let's get the rest of this done. There we go. And just a little background why I've started the YouTube channel is I got really, really, really sick. I couldn't work it. I couldn't do my job anymore. So I had to start a new career, just anything I could do at home, anything I could possibly, help with my family. And that kind of led to YouTube. I was like, what the heck? And this has become like my chill place, my happy place, kind of like my Bob Ross place when I'm making maps. Because this is how I cope in life. Deforestation, yes. Well, the Empire like base down here. Wonderdraft tutorial. Complete failure in drawing a map in an hour. I'll put that in. We'll see what that does. Again, I definitely don't do this for money. I do this for the peeps. All right, there we go. There. Well, there. Okay. Let's get some mountains up here on these. A little big, it seems like. Yeah, those are stand. There we go. Some mountains there. There. You see, I always neglect these poor little islands. These are Magi samurai. Uh, Magi samurais. Sorcerers. And you got a Japan-China thing going on. Yeesh. Don't want to offend anybody. I know there's a lot of issues there. Completely understood. All right. Got kind of a there we go. All right, this is looking pretty good. We do need to refine the forest. Forests always take me the longest freaking time to do because I'm really particular about their shape and also their where they're at but I get really, really retentive. Blazard, hey man, how are you? I hope it's a man or ma'am or you or buddy. How are you doing, buddy? I definitely don't want this is a happy. Well, yeah, I like this place. I like this channel. I like the people in it. So if I offend, please forgive me, and I will apologize and make sure I'm not. With personal pronouns and stuff, it matters a lot to people, so that matters to me. I identify as a feral house husband because right now I'm taking care of kids and working on the house. My wife, when I got really sick, she started a career, and right now she's like guiding satellites or some crap like that. I have no idea what she does. She starts talking, and honestly, I kind of glaze over because it's like so technical. I'm just like, okay, dear. She's really cool though. She's a writer. She's the editor. You ever heard the song "Short Skirt, Long Jacket"? That is my wife. I actually never talked to her about her own. She's my sweetheart. We've been married 22 years, and I adore her. All right, there we go. Hey, we're looking good. We're actually looking good right now. I was kind of worried about this map. A little detail and harsh language, guys. That always works, right? We're going to not neglect our islands. We're going to add some stuff here. Blaze, I am doing good today. I hope you're doing good too. Okay, Blaze, what we got going here? We have an apocalyptic Asian setting. A race of super powerful beings that had a monopoly on magic that led to those that worship them are called there are Oni that lived in this big area here. Um, Up here, though, we have some for a long time, in one way or another. We have some sorcerers, like samurai sorcerers, because that's freaking awesome. Freaking yes, I use the word freaking. And those sorcerers, I guess, fought the Oni, according to everybody. She's the co-sponsor for Dr. Pepper. Puppet Master! Oh my gosh! Puppet Master has been with the channel since almost the very beginning. And yes, I still, unfortunately, am guzzling Dr. Pepper because I needs it. I needs my brain fuel. Actually, I'm out of Dr. Pepper and I need to go get some. But yeah, it was a running joke, for Dr. Pepper to sponsor me. I actually might edit this video. I don't know. I hate scripts. When I'm on script, it takes me like days. Not days, but one take will take me like, well, a 2-minute take, which is 2 minutes about one sheet of paper, one side of a paper, one full sheet of paper. And usually reading off that paper will take 2 minutes if you're kind of hustling. Let's move this down. And using the mouse button to reduce the size of these mountains. There we go. Yeah, we have the sorcerers oppose the Oni, and they're kind of, I think that they had this really big watchdog. What is it called? Oh, gotta save. Thank you. Oh, where was it? Where was it? Where was it? It's in the chat log. Gosh, okay, I'm gonna look this up off screen. Just, oh, whoops, sorry about that. That was, well, I want to see what one of these. I'm doing it off screen. Oh, that's horrifying. That's kind of cool, though. Check that action out. Yeah, this was kind of like the Empire's attack dog, like that. That's AI. That's okay. That's cool. All right, that's kind of their watchdog. Malton with lore, the Japanese areas are inhabited by the Matsu, a giant skeletal race known for honor and tradition. They fought alongside the Oni and tame like dragons and stuff because dragons are epic. All right. Maybe like down here. Maybe they're like down here, so we kind of have a split in the two, in the distinct cultures. But yeah, are they the ones that made the big skeletons that are like the attack dogs for the Empire? We did have a goddess reappear and bring and empower people and start teaching magic. And when she did, like there was massive. Oh, you know what? This is apocalyptic, right? I think we have some big cracks in symbols. Definitely have some Asian, China, Japan. Had some cracks. Not that we have like a ton of symbols in Wonderdraft lately. If you want a lot of symbols, though, incarnates your Huckleberry. Oh, there's not cracks here. Well, you know what? We got a lot of these. Oh, that doesn't look like runes. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Okay, back to trees. One day you become a big streamer very soon. I don't know about that. This, yeah, I'm good. Honestly, it'd be fun. I won't lie, it'd be fun, but I did, oh god, I did live production and producing for, that was my big career since I was like 16. I got into a professional theater company and then just went from there. And because it's such a hard life, I just got sick. It just wore me out after a while. And I kind of worry about that if I'm a big streamer, because I'd have to do it every day. How tired I'd get. All right, so we got that. We have these. Let's go ahead and we are going to go up to our steps and start adding little flourishes of this dried grass. We're going to do it in kind of little clumps like this. I'm kind of doing little squiggly stuff, kind of following the line of the land there. And honestly, for steps, that's all we need to do. That is pretty much it. Look at steeps. Steps, steeps, whatever. Good by the math. Get more erase now. Oh, there we go. Get some more of this. Also, Alice, there is a gentleman on Twitch. His name is Elephant Key, and he is the best Destiny player I have ever seen in my life. He's starting to stream. You might want to check him out. Um, he does on boss encounters. He will always hit 8 million damage, no matter what the boss, while everybody's lagging behind at 1 or 2. So he's crazy good. Okay, let's go down here. Let's find some dunes. Let's make some dunes and stuff. Dunes are kind of weird. Oh, I kind of like that as a mountain, not a dune. Nice hills, sand dunes small. Okay. Dunes are, we're going to make dunes. We're just going to go like this. Excuse me, we're going to go the other way. We got to follow the wind. So our first dune on top is on there. Then we have our other dunes, and then we'll just kind of create that. Kind of put it as slope. Because dunes always, you got to watch out with dunes because they always, like, let's go to Google Earth really quick. Like West Africa, you got some, well, Sahara, you got some really, but you know what? I'm going kind of nuts. I think I'm just going to go absolutely crazy with dunes. And now I don't like them. So we're going to get rid of them. I need to take this call. I'm sorry, guys. I will be right back. Sorry about that, guys. That was critically important to one of my family members. Okay, so as I was talking, I added some dunes. I think we're just going to do that. Just kind of little puffs of them here and there. We got beaches, we got our dunes. I think down here is not going to be too deserty. I think we're going to get a little more tropical. Let's go ahead and, guys, I'm getting another call. We'll come back to this Thursday. We will come back to this Thursday. It looks like time's up and I am needed someplace else. Sorry about that. Looks like I totally failed to make a map in an hour. That's okay. But I hope you enjoyed this. We got some good lore. We'll take this on Tuesday. We'll take this on Thursday, get it all mocked up. And I'll change some stuff online and, code the video correctly. Also, everybody, good to see you. Wonderful ideas. I got to do a shout out for Puppet Master. I've missed you, man. Good to see you. Also, again, looking to make sure I got the names. Not Zombie Badger, Alice Parkour. Who's on Twitch? You should definitely check out. Who I might stream Destiny with. That's cool. Also, let's see. Where are you, Malta Crusader? Did I miss anybody else? I know I missed someone. I'm looking. Virtual winner. That's it. Blaze Art. Okay, guys. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thanks for making something with me. It's always fun. We got something really cool going on, so I want to continue this Thursday. So this next Thursday at noon, we'll be hitting this again. And thank you.